That penultimate round brings us to the Czech Republic and Loket, where Joel SMETS qualifies fastest on the KTM. This is a track where the veteran Belgian beat Stefan EVERTS last year, and boy will he be desperate to do it again. In the 250cc GPs last year, behind the barnstorming Mikhail Pechon, Josh Coppins was second. Third was James Dobb, out with a shoulder injury this year. And in fourth place was Gordon CROCKARD. Crocstar making his return once more after injury to Grand Prix action here in Loket. Off the start then, into the first turn, they go piling. Oh, and they do literally pile up. And Joel SMETS, number 3, has to ride right round the pile-up, and that really drastically slows down the KTM team leader. At the front, not slowed down at all, the lightning Frenchman Vincent Turpin makes it his first whole shot in Grand Prix racing. Dick Turpin, as we know him in England, leads from Stefan EVERTS. Andrew McFarlane, number 5, Josh Coppins in 4th place, number 30, Brian JORGENSON 5th. Surprise leader then here in the Czech Republic. Vincent Turpin, how long can he hold off Stefan EVERTS? Well, it certainly is Dick Turpin. He held up plenty of people in his heyday in the UK. Marnicq BERVOETS making progress, so too Yoshi Atsuta and Gordon CROCKARD, number 19. Number 3, Joel SMETS, already snarling through the pack. Johnny Aubert, number 25, was also held up in that ruckus in the first turn. Downhill, Turpin, a short, stocky rider on that big Honda, looking good until EVERTS goes barrelling past to take an early lead. McFarlane, his best start of the year, there in 2nd place, inspired by the team Kawasaki green hay bales trackside here in the Czech Republic. Jorgensen has got through to 4th place ahead of Josh Coppins. The man with work to do to prevent Stefan EVERTS tying up the World Championship here in the Czech Republic is number 3, Joel SMETS. EVERTS leads. Coppins has BERVOETS for company. The second of the Rinaldi L&M Yamahas as McFarlane forces through inside Dick Turpin. Gets himself into 2nd place, the highest we've seen him all year. That shows that it's contract time. The Aussie needs a ride for 2004. Better start pulling the stop out. Behind him, Dick Turpin. Number 30, Brian Jorgensen. 5th, Josh Coppins. 6th, Marnicq BERVOETS. 7th, number 10, the KTM of Bruforce Racing's Belgium, Patrick Caps. Behind him, Claudio Federici leading the chase. Joel SMETS already up to 12th place in front of 13th man Gordon CROCKARD. At the front of the thundering pack, Stefan EVERTS is clearing off. McFarlane is still there. Jorgensen nicks 3rd place from Vincent Turpin. Beautiful setting in the hills of the Czech Republic, and still styling it for all he's worth, Brian Jorgensen. Coppins and BERVOETS ganging up on Turpin now. It'll only be a matter of time. Oh, tremendous drive by Marnicq BERVOETS there, carries him inside Josh Coppins almost before he'd realised it. Coppins is under attack now from Patrick Caps as he himself goes for Turpin and grabs the initiative. Patrick Caps, of course, having moved from the 125 GPs last year on that number 10 KTM, showing good form here in the Czech Republic. Up the hill, all together, 5 riders in shot. Claudio Federici at the back. BERVOETS, the man at the front, leading the chase. Yoshi Atsuta, number 78. BERVOETS, Turpin, Coppins, Caps, Federici. And behind them, the next bunch includes Joel SMETS and Gordon CROCKARD. That's how rapidly SMETS has stormed through the pack. Number 10, Patrick Caps, the 26-year-old Belgian, having moved from 125 GPs, showing great form here on the Bruforce Racing KTM. Caps from Liège, Rode his first Grand Prix back in 1996 in Spain at Talavera. A member, of course, of the winning Belgian Motocross des Nations team at that filthy Motocross Grand Prix at Fox Hill in 1998. And he's really forcing hard, trying to get inside Coppins as Coppins tries to get round Vincent Turpin. It's chaos in the mid-pack. Turpin, is he holding everybody up? Coppins trying to get round him. Cap's trying to get inside him. Federici trying to go over the top of the lot of them. And Joel SMETS has arrived on the scene as well, just to make it even scarier than ever. The Flemish lion just brutally brushes aside Federici and Caps and is suddenly right on the back wheel of the two Hondas. Federici responds, forces SMETS out, makes life difficult for him. Absolutely together, Turpin, Coppins, Federici, SMETS, Caps. Stupendous racing here in the Czech Republic. A favourite country, of course, of Joel SMETS. His greatest racing memory, that 1995 Motocross des Nations, when the Belgians put it across the American team here in the Czech Republic. This time he has got through. Now he's hunting down Coppins and Turpin. He's alongside Coppins. He's trying to go around the outside. He cuts inside. Coppins tries to respond, gets the power down early. Is it early enough? It is. While Stefan EVERTS sails serenely ahead at the front of the pack, his rival for the title is undergoing all sorts of torture here in the midfield. But he's made it past Josh Coppins. Now he's got to get past that obstructive young Frenchman. Fabulous double jump downhill. Turpin riding really well, proving just how vital a good start is. An Australian flag flying in support of Andrew McFarlane. Don't ask me how an Australian flag gets into the Czech Republic, but it proves just what an international sport motocross is. Joel SMETS, what a hero. 110% effort, he's got round thanks to Turpin. He's finally broken the deadlock and forced his way through to 5th place behind EVERTS, McFarlane, Jorgenson and Marnicq BERVOETS. Can he go any further? Patrick Cap's forced back to 9th place now in this scrap, but he's no distance behind the 5th place man. And Yoshitsuta, Gordon CROCKARD and Loris Freebergs are also right there in contention. Meantime, McFarlane finds Jorgenson applying the pressure. Another of those 250cc two-stroke versus 454-stroke battles. The De Groot Motor X Kawasaki hanging on to 2nd place, and Marnicq BERVOETS is not so far adrift either on bike number 6. Not often we've seen Brian Jorgenson coming forwards in a race. Usually he's the man resisting the pressure. Now he's attacking McFarlane hard. Andrew, best ride of the year by far. Look at Yogi, turning on a Tanner. All that 125cc Grand Prix experience and Grand Prix racing coming to the fore as he wrestles with the 450 Honda. 20 minutes plus 2 laps. They're only at the halfway stage yet as Jorgenson does find a way inside. Almost brake tests the Australian and is through into 2nd place. He knows he can finish there as well. He finished there at the last round. Andrew McFarlane's best result so far was the last time we were in Eastern Europe. He finished in 5th place in Bulgaria, so heading for a potential season's best at the moment in the Czech Republic. BERVOETS closing down on him, but BERVOETS is also worried about Joel SMETS. He's just cast a glance over his left shoulder to check out where his rival is. And the answer is about 30 metres behind and on the case. Marnicq BERVOETS then responds instantly, launches his way past McFarlane, puts a bit of a gap between himself and the hard-riding Joel SMETS. He's absolutely sideways everywhere at the moment and completely on the limit with the KTM. desperate to get himself back into contention, take the championship down to the last round. Oh, SMETS is just hanging the rear end of that KTM out everywhere. Absolutely on the edge. And BERVOETS attacking Brian JORGENSON. Has he got the better of the Honda? Quarter of an hour plus 2 laps remaining in this race, in this hectic and dramatic race. Joel SMETS, he just is doing everything he possibly can to... Oh, great move! Just arrows inside, changes his line, goes for the sharp diagonal. Outwits Andrew McFarlane, moves through to 4th place despite the Australian flag. Oh, and SMETS has gone down! Joel SMETS has been living right on the brink for the last few laps, knowing that it was the only way to go. And finally, ooh, he's hurt that left leg as well. Joel SMETS, oh, and he crashes into Gordon CROCKARD. He didn't even see the Ulsterman coming past. And it jams the throttle open on the KTM as it gets stuck on the rear wheel of that Honda. So Joel SMETS, everything going wrong suddenly for the Belgian superstar. This is how it happened. Landed heavily, lost the front end. It pitched him over the front. And he limps to his feet. Oof, that hurt. Gets restarted, looks round to check everything's all right, but he looks beyond Gordon CROCKARD. Crocstar's right alongside him. They come together. It jams his elbow in the back wheel. And Werner de Wit, former Suzuki Grand Prix winner, looks anxious there in the KTM camp, feeling for his friend as SMETS goes down. Now with a 15-point deficit in the championship, does that mean that Stefan EVERTS can wrap up the title right here, right now at the penultimate round? It looks a distinct possibility unless Joel SMETS can really make up ground fast. It's asking a lot. Virtual world champion then, Stefan EVERTS of Belgium. It would be for the 7th time. It would outstrip his much beloved, adored, revered, legendary compatriot Joel Robert's 6 world championships, which were won, of course, in the 1960s and 1970s. SMETS in 10th place. That's not good enough. Not good enough to take the championship down to the last round at Ernay in France. He's just ahead of Toshi Atsuta. Marnicq BERVOETS, 2nd place. After all that he's been through this year, is he going to make it an L&M Rinaldi Yamaha 1-2? They certainly hope so. She certainly hopes so. And in 3rd place, Brian JORGENSON, Martin Honda. Yet another potential podium place for the Dane. And he's not that far behind BERVOETS. BERVOETS can't afford to make any mistakes. SMETS, well, he's made his mistake. He's paid the penalty. He's behind Coppins, CROCKARD, McFarlane. 18 laps complete. He's behind Federici, Caps and Gunderson. Stefan, 7 titles. You've got them, mate. You'd better believe it. You're on the last lap. Joel SMETS, detuned, knocked about, second hand, knowing he's got the 650 Grand Prix to come, hasn't got it in him to make a comeback at this late stage. Stefan EVERTS is going to take the win, the 25 points and the 2003 Motocross Grand Prix World title. His 7th World Championship. There it is. There's the proof from the Yamaha factory racing team. Proud boys, all of them. EVERTS already getting checkered flags waved at him. He's won. Stefan EVERTS has won his 7th world title. He has absolutely blown the record books away. He is the man. 30 years old, won his first world title in 1991, the year he won his first Grand Prix, the 125cc Hungarian round. Joel SMETS crosses the finishing line knowing that that's all over. This man is the 2003 Motocross World Champ. He can't believe it. That's another day winning 2 Grand Prix, what's more, which takes him up to a total of, I don't know, 69, I think. Coppins 4th, CROCKARD 5th in that race, McFarlane 6th. Federici and Gunderson. But this is the man on whom all the attention is focused here in the Czech Republic. He has won his 2nd Grand Prix of the day again. He is also, for the 3rd successive year, a world champion. SMETS assured of 2nd place, Pichon a 3rd, Jorgensen almost assured of 4th ahead of Kenneth Gunderson and Andrew McFarlane.